So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money.
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
On top of that, it's generally not how they think.
Right.
You know? I mean, look at Floyd. Like, Floyd spends money like it's a tap. Like, he's got a tap. Just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever. Like, there's all these lawsuits. Like, he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
50 Cent is once again firing shots at Floyd Mayweather, and his latest remark has fans wondering about the boxing legend's financial status.
All the money, you got to show that he got $1 million in his backpack. And, he got the latest watch and latest car, and look what I just bought.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, you get into that like, boy, that money goes quick.
Yeah.
Bugattis are like $3 million. There's watches that are $3-5 million. That's crazy. So you buy a watch and a car, you're down 10. Mm-hmm. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Crazy.
I remember Iran Barkley was talking.
According to reports, Floyd is suing Showtime for a massive $340 million. The alleged legal battle has drawn huge attention online, raising questions about Mayweather's business practices and his long-standing ties with the network.
Made $1 billion within his career in earnings, but he's saying he never saw any of it because of what he's alleging to be this like big financial fraud scheme that was perpetrated, he alleges, by his advisor at the time, Al Heyman, and now he's claiming that Heyman got substantial participation and aid from Showtime and former Showtime Sports president Steven Espinoza. Steven and Showtime are actually listed as defendants. Al Heyman is not being sued, but he's mentioned in the documents. Now he's saying that he worked with Al Heyman for over a decade and that funds were misappropriated insanely. He says that a significant portion of his career earnings, to the tune of, I told you guys, over 300, but it's exactly $340 million, went missing. And he's saying that that all happened because of this, whatever this partnership that he's claiming was not right between Showtime and Al Heyman. He says that money to this day is still missing and unaccounted for. And he references some of his biggest fights, including the Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor.
So why pretend to be Money Mayweather all those years? Like, if you know you wasn't getting all that money. Because one thing Mayweather used to do was brag about how much he was making for fights. Like, you didn't realize it was missing back then. He would post check.
But things get even more interesting because 50 Cent has now joined the conversation. The two have been tangled in one of the most talked about celebrity feuds for years, with both men regularly trading jabs in public. Now fans are speculating whether 50 Cent will use the reported Showtime dispute as another chance to mock his former friend and rival. While the $340 million figure is grabbing headlines, the exact details and status of the alleged legal action should be confirmed through official court records.
And post $100 million checks after fights. And the fact that he names Manny Pacquiao fight, Conor McGregor, those are fights he claimed to make so much money off. So I'm just saying, you didn't realize the money was missing back then? He says in this document that to this day that there's still money. I guess, I don't know what he's recouping on the back end that would have still been coming his way to this day, but he's saying that there's still money that is missing and unaccounted for in addition to what would have been his then. To this day. So, I don't know. His attorney said Floyd is one of boxing's biggest pay-per-view draws. He generated hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue for Showtime. Mr. Mayweather now takes the fight to the courtroom to recover what is rightfully earned.
But is he the one reviewing the contracts? I mean, shouldn't he have a team? He should have had a team.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He got so much business.
And
sometimes I feel like there's a disconnect there where it's like, once you start uncovering all this stuff, you realize it might not just be an alleged Showtime and Al Heyman thing. There's like accountants and
your team,
business managers and financial managers.
Or he could get money per views.
Nicholas Irving is making a stunning claim about Floyd Mayweather's well-known spending habits, suggesting the boxing star could be going through as much as $1 million every single day. Mayweather has never held back when it comes to flaunting his luxurious lifestyle, from exotic cars and private jets to designer watches and extravagant properties.
When you got a 40-man entourage, you got other people, and you take everybody out, pay for everything, shopping, the mall, going out to eat, renting out an entire movie theater. Yeah, just to go watch a movie at whatever time he wanted. It was like the theater was closed when we rolled up to the movie theater, and you know, you got the girls and all. Yeah, and you rent out a whole movie theater for 40, 50 plus people. I bet that bill can rack up.
But according to Irving, that extravagant way of life may have finally caught up with him. The claim has raised new questions about Mayweather's finances and whether keeping up such an expensive lifestyle is realistic, even for someone who made hundreds of millions during his boxing career.
I don't know if he's broke. I think you'd have to tell me, like, what is broke? He don't have $0. Floyd still has money, a lot. I just think that maybe the lifestyle and, I don't know, maybe catching up. I mean, I don't know. I've been to a strip club, like, it pulls in money. He's got money coming in. I don't know if he still has, was it the girls' lounge or something like that. But nah, it was, he gets money, I just don't know how much, but I don't pocket watch. But if he is going broke, then it makes sense why he is fighting. I've heard rumors, I've heard the rumors too. I just don't know, like, how,
Floyd Mayweather's finances have become a hot topic of discussion after Shannon Sharpe, Chad Okosinko Johnson, and Joe Johnson shared their thoughts on the boxing legend's choice to keep fighting. During the conversation on Nightcap, Sharpe pushed back against rumors that Mayweather is broke, pointing out that Floyd built massive wealth over the course of his legendary career.
Name is the value, not anything you could purchase, not anything you could drive. You got 2 hands and 2 feet, and just one of you. You need 1 car. 2, if that. Get your car in a truck. That's it. That's all you need. But he had an image to maintain based on what he created and who he was.
From Sharpe's point of view, Mayweather could have multiple motives for coming back to the ring beyond money, including his drive to compete, his desire to remain in the public eye, and the chance to land another huge payday.
See, I'm not sure if he's in financial problems or not, but why would you at this age come out of retirement after not fighting since what, 2017, if I'm not mistaken, something like that?
Yeah, it's been about 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. Outside of exhibitions, obviously, is to do what he's always said is have a bank robbery with no mask on. So if that's what you're gonna do, there are only 3 fights. Chat, listen to me. There are only 3 fights that Floyd can have that can command and get the kind of money he's looking to recoup for money that may have been lost, or money that may have been stolen, or money he may have spent, to date. For one.
However, the discussion grew even more interesting when the 3 brought up Mayweather's claim that a former trusted associate supposedly ran a year-long scheme that cost him $175 million. The allegation raised questions about how someone who made hundreds of millions could end up losing such a massive amount of money.
Mayweather says he reportedly got cleaned out to the tune of $175 million.
What?
Claiming a former close associate ran a year-long scheme that allegedly drained his bank accounts, hijacked real estate deals, pawned off his jewelry, and even made his private jet disappear.
Damn.
According to TMZ, Floyd says roughly $100 million worth of bling has handed over to a Miami jeweler for only $13 million in return. And he said a huge chunk of the collection is still sitting with the dealer. Floyd also says he unknowingly signed paperwork transferring ownership of his Gulfstream jet with a buyer section left blank, and says he still doesn't know where the aircraft money went. Floyd also reportedly has been ordered to pay more than $1 million in child support after a Nevada judge ruled the retired boxer fathered a 4-year-old girl born to a former dancer at his Las Vegas strip club. Floyd also faced a reported $7.3 million IRS lien. Ocho, with the lavish lifestyle that Floyd has built over the years, the jet entourage, non-stop spending, has he created a lifestyle that when he was making $200, $400 million a year, he was able to enjoy.
Mayweather's well-known spending habits also came up during the conversation. Throughout his career, Floyd has openly displayed a lavish lifestyle filled with luxury cars, high-end watches, private travel, extravagant properties, and a large crew. While his spending has become a key part of his public persona, keeping up that lifestyle takes a huge amount of money.
People have said Floyd is broke and this and that. I don't know Floyd like that. I don't know the man finances, and I'm not gonna get up here and say pretend like I do. I just hope, I can hope
that
that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm excited. I'm excited as a fan of Floyd, as a fan of boxing. I look forward to him not fighting exhibition, but having to fight and actually train the way he's always trained that has him 50-0. That has me excited. Is he gonna look like the Floyd we used to seeing when he fought earlier in his career? When he's in his 20s, when he's in his 30s? Probably not. But
his reflexes are slower.
Yeah, even if his reflexes are a little slower, it gives me a certain excitement. It gives me a certain excitement to know Floyd is coming back to that ring, going back into the ring, and he's going to take a fight very seriously. He's going to train very.
Finance expert Spencer Cornelia has taken a close look at Mayweather's public lifestyle and spending patterns, questioning how sustainable it really is to maintain such an extravagant empire. From luxury cars and watches to private jets, properties, and a massive entourage, Mayweather has consistently projected an image of unlimited wealth. But owning hundreds of millions doesn't automatically mean keeping hundreds of millions. Taxes, business costs, legal fees, investments, debt, and day-to-day living expenses can shrink even a huge fortune. That's why Mayweather's situation has turned into such a compelling financial story.
Because he is running a negative net profit every year. If you view it like a business, he's at a negative 10, I don't know the exact numbers, but we can assume 10 or 20 million per year because he's no longer getting the fight income.
It's absolutely insane. You kind of snuck in a gem there that I don't think people really realize the magnitude that we're at. You just told me that you estimate, and this is, by sources close to Floyd or former managers of Floyd, that he is spending $3 million per month.
I think what's hard for all of us to grasp, and I'm including myself in this, I'm sure you're this.
Over 100 luxury cars, dozens of diamond-covered watches, including an $18 million Jacob & Company timepiece, multiple mansions, private jets, super yachts, gambling, huge shopping sprees, and a life wrapped in luxury all became part of his larger-than-life image.
I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, if I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do for you motherfuckers today? I'm gonna go for $50,000 because I ain't got else to do. Money made.
But now that massive spending has raised serious concerns about what happens when money starts leaving faster than it comes in. Reports and online claims have suggested that Mayweather has been selling off properties, cars, and jewelry while dealing with major tax bills and growing financial strain. And 50 Cent is once again aiming at Floyd Mayweather. This time, the rapper is mocking the boxing legend over a reported $340 million lawsuit. Their long-running feud has taken another turn, with 50 Cent seemingly using Mayweather's legal issues as a chance to remind everyone of an old warning. Recently, 50 Cent posted, "Oh no, don't cry now, champ. They beat you out of $340 million. You dumb. I told you. Let me read the contracts. Now lace up. You got to look good fighting, Mike. Then maybe we can get Bud to beat your ass for some big money." Meanwhile, insiders are sharing more details on social media. According to this source, Floyd Mayweather's peak net worth was $560 million, over $500 million, invested in the S&P, that would generate $39 million per year. Now, he's allegedly going broke. You have to be mentally unwell to burn through $560 million in just a few years. Cam Newton has also weighed in on Mayweather's reported financial troubles, suggesting that the boxing legend's biggest opponent may not have been another fighter, but his own spending habits. Newton pointed to Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle, including his luxury cars, expensive watches, lavish properties, and constant displays of wealth. While Floyd earned a massive fortune during his undefeated boxing career, Kemp stressed that making money and keeping money are two very different challenges.
It was, speculative that he had $500,000 a day splurges.
Yeah.
Is that sustainable? He had multiple business ventures that failed. He had the lifestyle with multiple women and different things like, bro, I get it. But dang, and let this be a message to all athletes. And I'm not trying to rag on Floyd, because I still have so much respect for Floyd. Every time I see Floyd, it's like, he one of the ones.
Yeah.
Because contrary to whatever it is, he's still a great fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, we gotta do better with our money.
Yeah.
How? We have to put ourselves on a realistic longevity plan that even though you got the money fast, you can't keep spending.
From Newton's viewpoint, bad money choices and misplaced trust can lead to major problems, no matter how much a person makes. For an athlete like Mayweather, who earned hundreds of millions over his career, keeping up an extravagant lifestyle can carry heavy long-term costs.
How do you trust when, and I'm not saying his background, but if you're not used to money, don't have money in our community, who do you trust? How do you trust? How do you go about finding somebody to put you on a budget to do that? Because
that B word right there, budget. Even in the midst of the height of your career, budget. That's not to say that you can't have certain things, budget.
Because a lot of people look at budget as a bad thing.
No.
Like, oh, you broke because you on a budget.
No. Balling on a budget. No, heck no. Budget says to you, okay, when you are getting excessive. Above all, this is what you can spend and what you can't spend. That's not to say even if you do spend what you can't spend, you're going to make it back. Yeah. You can't make it a regular thing of what you can't spend because you got money.
Is Floyd Mayweather actually broke? DJ Academics has shared his thoughts on the growing controversy around the boxing legend's finances after an ex-associate supposedly came forward with documents and allegations about Mayweather's money.
Currently, there's this YouTuber named Spencer Cornelia who apparently followed one of the lawsuits where Floyd has filed recently, and Floyd filed a bunch. He sued Showtime for scamming him out of money. He sued, I think, Al Heyman, and I think he sued someone else. And even Business Insider claiming that he's owed money and that in certain cases he was robbed of money. Now, apparently one of these people that were accused by him reached out to this journalist and gave a lot of proof to show how Floyd's finances have been over the years. And they claimed that they knew that Floyd was eventually going to turn on them because Floyd just was spending out of control. I know this is a lot, but I want you guys to take this in. So apparently, Floyd starts working with the guy. Now he's suing the guy. He claims that he never knew that this guy was, convicted by the feds back in the day, and it was for some money stuff. Now we're getting proof to say, nigga, you knew he was convicted because you wrote a letter to try to help him get a favorable sentence. So the theory is that Floyd will use the media to make himself look like a victim to get over on.
The allegations have reignited discussion about Floyd's spending, business choices, and the people he trusted with his money. Mayweather made hundreds of millions over his career, which makes questions about his finances especially striking. Academics' response adds another angle to the story, as fans look at the claimed evidence and ask whether it points to real financial trouble or just another online debate.
Yet to find out, Floyd has such a crazy lifestyle, he's not cash rich anymore, even though he has a lot of assets. So what he would do is he'd be like, yo, take my watches as collateral and give me a loan. And the loan is not to really to pay anything substantial other than to run his lifestyle, which is a lot. So it appears that because Floyd's significant amount of income comes from him boxing and he's been retired, if he doesn't get a fight or some exhibition where he's getting paid a shit ton of money, essentially what ends up happening is that he has assets, but he doesn't have a lot of cash. So when he gets into debt, he'll take out loans against his assets, which might be a watch, might be a plane, might be anything. And that's how he's been trying to survive until he could get the next lick. What's the next lick? Remember, he hasn't set up his business where he's getting a ton of residual income passively.
most of his licks, quote unquote, are going to come from him being in the ring, which, you know, how much could he still fight at this point?
Chael Sonnen has shared his view on the growing debate over Floyd Mayweather's finances, and he doesn't hold back. Of course, Floyd is broke. Sonnen's argument centers on Mayweather's famously excessive lifestyle. Floyd has spent years showing off luxury cars, expensive watches, mansions, private jets, gambling, and massive spending habits. But according to Sonnen, making hundreds of millions doesn't ensure that someone stays wealthy if they keep spending at such an extreme pace.
Of course he's broke. He's a boxer. Did they say he can't read? That's not to tease him. They say that he can't read. His best friend at the time said that he can't read, and he never denied it. I don't tease him for it. He was a guy who grew up in a boxing gym, right? It's one of these things. You know what you know. You know what you were taught. I didn't teach him about contracts. I didn't teach him about saving. I didn't teach him about investments. Who would have taught him these things? Of course he's broke. He's a gambling addict. He got baby mamas all over the... What do you mean is he broke? Of course he's broke. What boxer do you know that isn't broke? What a ridiculous question. But it's the fact that they're attempting to tease him. I mean, first off, they're asking the question. Look, I've told you until I'm blue in the face. The numbers that you hear in boxing simply aren't true. Floyd made $1 billion. No, he didn't. Floyd and Conor made $500 million. No, they didn't. Of course they didn't. Nobody's ever confirmed that. Literally nobody. It's the same thing with boxing pay-per-view. Whatever boxing pay-per-view is the biggest boxing pay-per-view of all time, is just whoever put out the press release and lied more than the person.
The conversation points to a key lesson about money. Building a fortune is just the first step. Without careful money management, wise investments, and reliable advisors, even the largest wealth can come under strain. So, was Floyd Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle just a way of celebrating his achievements? Or did his spending habits end up becoming his biggest financial flaw?
I hope it's not true.
I hope it's not true.
Because what Floyd Mayweather has meant to so many athletes, no matter if you boxed or not, it was just always greatness.
Yeah.
From Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather, it don't matter who he identified himself to be. My question comes at, as I look at his career, I don't want to talk about the earnings because that's not something that I want to point out. I don't even want to talk about the splurging because he gave off this lifestyle that was not realistic for a lot of people to obtain.
Yes.
My question is, why hasn't he ever aligned with a brand? Or let's flip it. Why hasn't a brand ever aligned with him? I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So when you think about boxing, names that come to fruition is, or come to mention is, Oscar De La Hoya.
Yep.
Oscar De La Hoya is the face or the owner, creator, CEO of Golden Boy Promotions. Well, Mayweather Promotions, not a lot of people have aligned with that. You got Devin Haney that has spoke bitterness to him. You had Gervonta Davis who spoke bitterness to him. So it's like, hold on. Well, why didn't you get into promotional? You only promote your fights. That's not a scalable.
Be sure to check out our other videos on the channel.